Assalamualaikum. I am Saida Iman Fatma from BS Biotechnology, and today my topic of presentation is bioinorganic chemistry. I will tell you about bioinorganic chemistry. Bioinorganic chemistry is a field that examines the role of metals in biology. It includes the study of both natural phenomena such as the behavior of metalloproteins as well as artificially introduced metals, including those that are non-essential in medicine and toxicology. Many biological processes, such as respiration, depend upon molecules that fall within the realm of inorganic chemistry. The discipline also includes the study of inorganic models or mimics that imitate the behavior of metalloproteins. Now we will talk about the origin of life. The earth formed roughly 4.5 billion years ago, and life probably began between 3.5 and 3.9 billion years ago. But there are three hypotheses that indicates the origin of life. The first one is the Oparin-Haldane hypothesis that suggests that life arose gradually from inorganic molecules with building blocks, like amino acids forming first and then combining to make complex polymers. And then the second hypothesis is the Miller-Urey experiment provided the first evidence of origin of life, that organic molecules needed for life could be formed from inorganic components. And the third one is some scientists support the RNA world hypothesis, which suggests that the first life was self-replicating RNA. Now let's talk about the role of metals. Metal ions are required to keep the human body healthy because several critical biological functions in humans depends upon their presence. Their absence may lead to diseases. A few metal ions, particularly the so-called heavy metal ions, can be dangerous due to their toxic effects, such as mercury and lead. Essential metal ions can also be toxic if present in excess, but their presence is crucial for survival. Among the metals that are currently known to be essential for normal biological functions in humans are sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, manganese, iron, zinc, cobalt, nickel. The most notable that usually exist in the form of ions are iron, cobalt, nickel, calcium, copper, zinc. The important aspect of medicinal bioinorganic chemistry is related to study at the molecular level the diseases caused by the deficiency or excess of various metal ions and to find their remedy. And the deficiency of metals can cause several diseases, such as the deficiency of iron and cobalt leads to anemia, and that of copper leads to brain and heart diseases and anemia, and zinc leads to growth retardation and skin changes. Metal ions also play essential roles in a variety of enzymes and control enzyme-catalyzed reactions by modifying electron flow in substrates or enzymes. Without appropriate metal ion, a biochemical reaction catalyzed by a particular metalloenzyme may proceed very slow. Now, I will tell you some brief description of drugs that contain metals and also the enzymes that essentially require metals. The most important aspect of metal ions is their use in drug discovery. The drug industry has not relied only on essential metal ions but also on other metals. Two most important drugs, cisplatin and auronafin, are widely used for the treatment of genitourinary and head neck tumors respectively. Now we will discuss the role of metals in different aspects, which is platinum complexes. In addition to cisplatin, there are several drugs that are complexed with platinum. Cisplatin is used to treat germ cell cancers, gestational trophoblastic tumors, epithelial ovarian cancer, and small cell lung cancer, as well as for the palliation of bladder, cervical, nasopharyngeal, esophageal, and head neck cancers. Cetraplatin, a platinum-based antinoplastic agent, is a direct analog of cisplatin. It is under investigation for the treatment of advanced prostate cancer, but it has not yet received approval from the US Food and Drug Administration. Now we will talk about titanium complexes. Two titanium complexes that have been found to act as anti-cancer agents are titanosin and budotytane. Titanosin had shown the anti-cancer activity and was the first non-platinum complex to undergo clinical trials as chemotherapeutic drug. Budotytane is highly active in several transplantable tumors and shows promising effect in an autochthonic colorectal tumor model, which is highly predictive for the clinical situation. Among non-platinum complexes, budotytane is among the advanced ones. Now we will talk about bismuth complexes. Some bismuth containing compounds have been used for their antacid and astringent properties in a variety of gastrointestinal disorders such as diarrhea, indigestion, heartburn, and nausea. An important compound, bismuth subsalicylate, is an antacid medication used to treat temporary discomforts of the stomach and gastrointestinal tract. Now we'll talk about gold complexes. Two gold complexes, auronafin and orthoglucose, also known as gold thioglucose, were developed to treat rheumatoid arthritis. Auronafin improves arthritis symptoms including painful or tender and swollen joints and morning stiffness. Orthoglucose was also developed to treat rheumatoid arthritis and it had been in use for more than 70 years, but it was recently discontinued from the US market. Now I'll tell you about the role of metal in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis involves a few metal ions, a porphyrin, sulfide, and oxide clusters that constitute a cycle of subtle electron transfer and redox reaction, which generate oxygen gas by photolysis of water and produce carbohydrates from carbon dioxide by reductive dark reaction. Now we will discuss the most important role of metal, which is in enzymes. There are a large number of enzymes that contain metals, and such enzymes are known as metalloenzymes. In all metalloenzymes, the metal ion is bound to the protein with one labile coordination site, and the metal ion is usually located in a pocket whose shape fits the substrate. The shape of the active site in all enzymes is crucial. These metalloenzymes are carbonic anhydrase, vitamin B12 dependent enzymes, nitrogenase, superoxide dismutase, chlorophyll containing proteins, hydrogenases, ribozyme and deoxyribozymes, and matrix metalloproteinases. In all metalloenzymes, the metal ion catalyzes reactions that are difficult to achieve in organic chemistry. Additionally, about half of all proteins contain a metal which are required to carry out their functions. Now we will discuss about the working of metal ions in enzymes. In enzymes, metal ions are generally positively charged and act as electrophiles and thus enter into charge-to-charge interaction with any nucleophile. Groups or atoms that bind to the metal ions are negatively charged or neutral and thus donate electron density to the metal ions. The proper binding of the substrate in the binding site of the enzyme is greatly helped by electrostatic environment in the active site, and the metal ions play a greater role here and facilitate action of enzymes. Metal ions usually facilitate the formation of transition state of the reaction to be catalyzed and ease out the release of the product. Now I'll tell you about the role of zinc in human body. Zinc plays an important role in human metabolism by absorbing zinc in small intestine through carrier-mediated mechanism. Zinc is released from food as free ions during digestion. These liberated ions may then bind to endogenously secreted ligands before they are transferred into the enterocytes in the duodenum and jejunum. Specific transport proteins may facilitate the passage of zinc across the cell membrane into the portal circulation. With high intakes Zinc is also absorbed through a passive paracellular route. The portal system carries absorbed zinc directly to the liver and then released into systemic circulation for delivery to other tissues. As zinc plays an important role in our life, where its deficiency in human also known to be an important malnutrition problem worldwide. Epidermal, gastrointestinal, central nervous, immune, skeletal, and reproductive organs are the most affected clinically by zinc deficiency. Some metals can be toxic for human health, and two of them are lead and mercury. As metals have benefits, they have some side effects too. The inhalation of mercury vapor can produce harmful effects on the nervous, digestive, and immune systems, lungs, and kidneys, and may be fatal. The inorganic salts of mercury are corrosive to the skin, eyes, and gastrointestinal tract and may induce kidney toxicity if ingested. Exposure to high levels of lead may cause anemia, weakness, and kidney and brain damage. Very high lead exposure can cause death. Lead can cross the placental barrier, which means pregnant women who are exposed to lead also expose their unborn child. Lead can damage a developing baby's nervous system. And now we will talk about the metals in hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is a component of the hemoglobin protein. It is a metal complex with iron as the central metal atom that can bind or release molecular oxygen. Both the hemoglobin protein and the hemogroup undergo conformational changes upon oxidation and deoxygenation. As we know, the metals are very important part of our lives. So now we will discuss the importance of metals. Metal ions are required to keep the human body healthy. Several critical biological functions in humans depends upon their presence, and their absence or scarcity may lead to diseases. The most important aspect of metal ions is their use in drug discovery. Metals have also been exploited to design therapeutically useful drugs against several diseases like cancer, arthritis, ulcer, etc. Metals present in enzymes strongly facilitate their catalytic reactions. Now I will end my presentation by giving my opinion. In my opinion, bioinorganic chemistry plays a vital role in our lives as it has many uses in every aspect of life. The availability of metal benefits us in so many respects like in oxygen transport and protein activation. Metals play an important role in environmental chemistry. Also, they play a vital role in drugs, and the deficiency of these metals causes severe damages and fatal diseases. So this was my topic and I hope I cleared all the concepts. Thank you so much.